It's week 2 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on Najee Harris. He had a great week last week, well over 100 on the ground with a score. It's the Steelers and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And what a game in his NFL debut last week as he showed why this franchise is so high on him. They got early dividends as he threw 3 touchdown passes, and he looks to build on that success coming into this one.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive until about the 23. This deep. Terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finds his man, it's John Mechie. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Texans send the punter out. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At about the 32. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Rolling to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. A first carry for Najee Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Pickett now on first down. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Now Pickett. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Pickett back to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They're going to look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
2nd and 11. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Pickett sets up play action. He'll buy some time right. He finds his man Johnson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. From the 44, Pickett, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Petrie picking up the sack on a safety blitz. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Houston set to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2nd and 13. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jet sweep now. Here's Collins. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Over the middle, he hits Austin. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett, he's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Pickett to his tight end Freiermuth for the Steeler first. From the gun, here's Pickett. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Malik Collins breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett, slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 4 yards on the touchdown ground. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Boswell for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This time they stay on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over first and 10. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Open man downfield is Johnson. He's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, and it's the Panthers who are out in front. The Panthers were winners last week, so they're trying to start their campaign at 2-0. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And it's the visiting LA Chargers who are out in front. Justin Herbert with 2 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. Trevor Lawrence has thrown a touchdown pass. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for the Texans in that first half. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. These 2 teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Jacksonville, and they lead this one as well right now. Out in front here, they've got it first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And some room to maneuver. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. 98 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. First down, and they go back to Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove, because any guy's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him, so he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. They run again with Harris, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. Harris is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Looking to throw, Pickett. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Calvin Austin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
First target, first catch, and a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Pickett now on first down. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. On second down, this is Harris. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run with Harris. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. On second and goal, Pickett. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on his...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
He'll drop to throw.
On a slant, here's Collins.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw over the middle, caught by Jordan. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Back to throw again. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. They'll run again with Harris. And some room to run now. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Pickett. Austin brings in the quick throw. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Boswell for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
And it was finished off by a Najee Harris touchdown. Taken at the goal line.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. And now out comes Houston.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
2nd and 4.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll drop to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Steelers, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.